Thanks for joining us again on this week edition of our program Touch on ITV Abuja. I am Nneka Anichebe. On the program today is our discussion with the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Police Command, CP Ediga Imoimi, on their readiness comes 2019 general election, and also some of the achievements recorded by Lagos State Police Command in this year 2018. We shall also bring to you the minds of Nigerians in electing the next president comes 2019 general election. All these discussions shall come to you after the break. Please don't go anywhere. Good to be back. In case you're just joining us, you're watching Touch on ITV. Like I said before the break, on the first segment of this program is our discussion with the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Police Command, CP Ediga Imoimi. Let's sit back and hear from him.
Thank you very much. You're welcome to the Police Command, the Lagos Police Command headquarters.
Thank you, sir. First of all, sir, how do you describe the job of security in Lagos State?
Challenging. However, like I always say, no matter how challenging an assignment is, if you have the right strategy and you are aided with the right technology, and of course you have well-trained manpower. Policing is dynamic. It's a 24-hour thing. So to sum it up, policing Lagos is time-consuming. It's a challenge, a big challenge. But the good thing, and thanks to Almighty God, we have been coping. The command has been coping.
What strategies have you put in place to make sure that there are free, fair, credible, and successful elections in Lagos State?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. First of all, let me state that from all security indices, the last primaries of political parties held in Lagos was largely successful.
Exactly.
Yes, there were one or two pockets of issues here and there, but generally across the state, in spite of projections by pessimists and by cynics and others that the primaries would be violent and would not be conclusive, you can attest to the fact that it was quite peaceful. From the INEC Lagos, the resident electoral commissioner, we have 91 registered political parties. 89 participated in the just concluded primaries. It is a large number. And going by what happened, that's an indication to the fact that we expect 2019 to also be peaceful. However, we are not leaving anything to chance. We have started by drawing up already a comprehensive operation order. The operation order will take care of activities before, during, and after the 2019 elections. Already, activities to ensure that we get it right, as activities before the elections have commenced. On the 10th of this month, that's on a Wednesday, the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security, ISIS, was held at the Command Conference Hall here at the Police Command Headquarters. All stakeholders that will be involved in the 2019 general elections were in that meeting, which include, of course, the INEC chairman, all the heads of all security agencies, the DSS, Immigration, NDLA, Civil Defense, Air Force, Military, Army, and all of that, Immigration, prisons, of course, INEC itself, NYSC, the Director NYSC for Lagos State. Everybody was at the meeting held on the 30th of, held on the 10th of this month. And a lot of things were discussed during that meeting to forge a roadmap to ensure a successful 2019 elections. First of what was discussed includes modalities for the collection of PVCs in the state. Some people might say that's not entirely a security issue. However, INEC is of a different position because it was raised seriously by the Resident Electoral Commission that Lagos has a very huge number of PVCs still in their possession uncollected. So we worked out modalities on how we will get government also involved to ensure that these PVCs are collected. Because the purpose of the exercise is to ensure that Lagosians vote and nobody is disenfranchised. So that came up, and that was very important. In addition, the issue of collaboration between all security agencies was also discussed. That collaboration is essential because we have decided, first of all, to review the list of all black spots, to update it, all black spots, vulnerable spots in the state, and forward that list, the revised list, to INEC to assist them in their deployment and in their request for security needs for that deployment, because we intend in conjunction with INEC to identify all areas where voting will take place and ensure adequate security is put in place. In addition to that, there is going to be a series of operations between now and January 2019. Now, these operations are geared towards ensuring that all unpoliced areas are covered, all black spots, volatile spots, raids are carried out to ensure that hoodlums, miscreants, those who have no business hibernating in the city, and of course, even those who have business in the city who are potential thugs who could be used by unscrupulous politicians, we intend to ensure that they are rounded up between now and then in joint operations to be carried out by all security agencies. It doesn't stop there. The ops order, the operational order which we have in place, has to do with activities both on land, which I just described, covers intelligence, covers raids, covers joint operations to take care of unoccupied areas, volatile areas. It also covers operations on water and on air. In water, we are having joint patrols with the Navy. And in some other coastal areas with also the customs, marine police, Marine Police, the officer in charge of the Marine Police has been mandated to work closely with his naval counterparts, custom counterparts, to ensure that starting from now, there is increased patrols, gunboat patrols in all creeks and water channels, especially in the coastal areas, areas that I consider high threat areas, because it's from some of those areas that we can have incursions, because this ops order aims at ensuring that all entry points into the state, both on water and on land, are well policed and covered, so that unscrupulous politicians or any other agents that want to cause problems in the state do not have opportunity to bring in miscreants. So those patrols on water, of course, have been ordered, and they are ongoing as I speak. In addition, our RRS surveillance choppers are also going to be more visible this period. We intend to increase aerial surveillance, so that when they notice during their aerial surveillance, they can take pictures from the air of areas where they see gatherings or groups or structures which they consider a security risk or suspicious, so that we can arrange for a ground operation to take care of such issues. We are also not leaving collaboration with the security, with the electoral groups. When I say electoral groups, I'm talking about political parties, I'm talking about contestants, their agents, their supporters, because we believe that they are the ones that are concerned here. So I have decided to initiate and attend joint town hall security, pre-election security meetings across the state. The purpose of these meetings is to call all stakeholders, call the party leaders, call the aspirants, call the people of the states, call everybody that must put hands on deck to ensure a free and peaceful 2019 together. So we talk to ourselves. So we warn ourselves. So we update ourselves. We are also holding a series of other meetings, because security is about consultation. It's about dialogue. It's about preparation. It's about agreements. That's why we will not stop holding regular meetings. We will not stop carrying out collaborative activities between now and 2019. These activities will also include and not limited to joint training of our men. The training is useful because it goes to refresh their memory about the code of conduct for police officers and for other security agencies during the elections, what is expected of them and what they are expected to do, not only at the polling booths but also at the collating centers. So these enlightenments for security agencies will go on, while INEC, in collaboration with us, will also do wider enlightenment of the citizenry, what is expected of them at polling centers and all that. Yes. While the votings are going on. So these are some of the arrangements that have been made.
Okay, so many people are saying that police, the major challenge in police today is lack of manpower. Are you saying that you have enough men, enough officers that will carry out all
My
these
dear,
activities?
no manpower can never be enough. manpower can never be enough. However, that is not. It might be a challenge, but it's not a challenge that cannot be surmounted. However, I consider that a challenge, but I don't consider it a challenge that does not have a solution. Don't forget that even though the police are the main and principal agency for security in the country, and it's on our shoulders, it's our responsibility to ensure smooth elections for 2019. We are doing this in collaboration with every other security agency. So we are getting strength from every agency. I just told you now that we had our ISIS meeting, and I mentioned out all the agencies that were there. Every security agency, including the military, were there. And they are all going to be part and parcel. In fact, they are part and parcel of the operational order for the elections. So what we intend to do is to ensure that we do a proper mapping of the states and ensure that we make use of our personnel, our strength most efficiently to ensure that areas that are more volatile, areas that are not easy to access because of the topography. For instance, coastal areas will ensure that the Navy, for instance, assist us because they will be having the naval boats and the naval security to ensure that materials and electoral staffs, INEC staffs are moved to remote creek areas in the creeks. So while the police, the army, and something will concentrate on areas on land and etc. So if this is done, the problem we talked about manpower will of course be limited.
I believe you learned something reasonable from this very discussion. Let us see some of the achievements recorded by the Lagos State Police Command. The Commissioner of Police Lagos State, Ediga Imoimi, headed combined teams of Gender Unit and Special Anti-Robbery Squad to one-room apartment of number 18 Kusa Shomle, Bariga area of Lagos State, where 45-year-old Paul Ashobule was using as illegal blood unregistered laboratory, who Nemesis caught after allegedly collected 4 pounds of blood from a 17-year-old Ayomide Adesanya, who collapsed 30 minutes after the transmission and was rushed to a nearby hospital.
One of our friends saw him on a bike, that he just do like this on a bike. After he finished his swag, he came back home, made second. And then when he said 4 times. The 3rd time is on Monday. Last week Monday is the 3rd time. Then Saturday is the 4th time. That's when he collapsed.
During extensive search, 7 other pounds of blood were also discovered in a traveling bag in the same room, and the suspect said he normally sells to private hospitals at the rate of 7,000 naira each pound of blood.
Okay, I collected this one in my room.
How do you get your...
They come by themselves.
How? Someone cannot just call.
No, they will. Some of them have my number and they call.
How did they get your number? How did they...
My number.
That's what you do.
It was when I was working in a lab there. You know, the number 20 there was a hospital before owned by the landlord, Amilegbe, and it's late now. So he packed his hospital from here to Edo before he died. So now those of them that know me from that time, they do come.
How many years now?
Like 5 years. In fact, I'm regretting.
If you look at this environment, you will know that this is not a lab. This is very unethical, very dangerous. And it is extremely wicked of these suspects to lure young Nigerians with 2,000 naira, take their blood, not even caring if they are suitable donors. In dangerous conditions such as this, it is my intention to find out if the labs and the hospitals he's naming are duly registered, if they are credible, and why they would be collecting blood for sale from a person such as this, who collects from young people under very dangerous circumstances such as.
The Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Edigal, promised to unveil all the illegal places the criminals are operating. The Lagos State Police Command also recovered arms from suspected criminals. The items recovered are 188 guns, 220 live cartridges, 60 AK-47, among others. The State Commissioner of Police, Edigal Moimi, said the development followed a 21-day ultimatum given by the Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, to those in possession of firearms to hand over the items to the police.
Assorted types of firearms recovered from bandits and also those voluntarily returned to the police armory by their owners. We have 38 pump action rifles, 6 AK-47 rifles, 12 double barrel rifles, 11 single barrel rifles.
The command also arrested some suspected cultists, including a 55-year-old Benjamin Ojukwu, who was accused of selling fake drinks, while some of the suspects speak on their involvements in the alleged crime against them.
Information was received that some hoodlums suspected to be cultists were disturbing the peace of railway line, Idi Olowo area of Mushin. Based on the information, the local police and SARS operatives and undercover intel officers swung into action.
I'm a cultist, but I've done that when I was in school.
I feel embarrassed because I know nothing about all these things that they are just putting on me.
To me, it's not fake. But to the police and their work, they said since it's not my label, it's fake.
All the suspects, according to Lagos State Commissioner, are expected to appear in the court after the conclusion of investigation. On the last segment of today's program is the minds of Nigerians in electing the next president comes 2019. Sit back and enjoy.
A chance of president is somebody who can make a way for poor people for the living. For example, workers now are looking about there's no work. The all companies have stopped. So people are, because if companies are working, everything will be in order, and some people will see what they are. But now, as we are going around, for this government moment now, it's not shooting the workers. Workers have no work, nothing is going on. So, but if they can change, or if they don't change, let the new one who can make something to happen. That's what Vice President Atiku Abubakar. And why I'm going to support him. During his first term, when he was the VP to former President Olusegun Obasanjo, he was the one in charge of the economy. He was the chairman Economic Council that time. And going by the antecedent of his business orientation, he has a chain of business, successful ones. And Nigeria at this material point in time needs somebody who knows the economic terrain of Nigeria, how to turn it around, how to make it work, so that there is going to be prosperity again in the land.
Whom we gave a mandate of 4 years. And within these 4 years, he made a beautiful promises to Nigerians. Now, we have almost 90 political parties and almost 60 presidential aspirants. Now we are going to choose one among the cities. So those of them who have not come to power, we are going to look at the promises they have for us and look at outline them. It's not just the promises this time around. We want to see the practical aspects of the promise. How will you get to your promise? Not telling us I will build road everywhere. How will it happen? Where will it generate the money? How will the money be generated? How will it be dispersed? How will the contract be awarded? Where and where need attention? You give us a clear cut. So we'll look at it, we wait. Then the president in power now, who has incumbency, now we will not take him to lab.
It's not what I'm saying. So I believe we Nigerians, we just have to keep on trying until we get a leader. I'm not saying that Atiku Abubakar is going to lead Nigeria out from, but I believe we keep on trying until we get it right.
Believe that with the vote or without voting, the ball will be there. So they're not for me to start making noise about it. So I prefer that ball to finish is 8 years. So after 8 years, somebody else from any other tribe can enter outside me. But if I will say from my mind, from my heart, I will say that it's no need to any man to vote to election. That's my own stand, and I have my reasons. If I will say that any man will not have elections, what we need in Nigeria is to divide, to give us Biafra. What we need. That's my own stand. I know that we may key against it, but my own opinion that Nigeria should divide. Let people have their peace.
This is where we draw the curtain for today's episode. Join us again, same time, same station, for another interesting episode of this program, Touch on ITV. But remember to follow us on our social media addresses that is displaying on your screen. I am Nneka Anichebe. Thanks for your time.
Kita kosa